We find ourselves today in the heart of Cambridgeshire at a unique location important to so many people that use this river. Welcome to It's a Boat Thing and me, the owner. So welcome to Hermitage Lock, a unique part of infrastructure that joins the River Great Ouse onto the Old West. And without the guys knowing what they're doing here, it would be very tricky for boat users to get from one side to the other. They have to balance up the water heights here, and that inevitably means balancing up the tide heights. So you've got enough water or enough headroom to get through the lock structure and on down the Old West, or equally coming from the Old West and back onto the River Great Ouse. Let's have a look around here and see what is here. I know the guys do allow boats to moor overnight if it's not too busy after they close, and that's either on the Ouse side or on the Old West side. We'll have a wander around and see what's available. So the landing stage itself is pretty good. It's a floating pontoon. As you can see, you've got posts at various intervals along. They're well fixed, and the side of the landing stage is covered in a sort of a plastic wood looking material, which means that your boat's not going to damage when you get here. It's pretty straightforward to come in. You land here whilst you're waiting for that light over there in the distance to go green and the guys in the lock to put you through. Just over there is the head of the 100 foot. And as you can there see, that is the approach as you come down the River Ouse from Westview Marina end, and you make your approach to this landing stage while you're waiting. What is nice to see is if you are stopping here overnight, they've provided somewhere nice to sit and even a stand to put your barbecue on. So if you want to cook off the boat, maybe a little bit of al fresco, gas cooker, barbecue, it's off the ground, it's nice and safe. Have a look around the rest of the place. So really, from a facilities point of view, there's not a great deal here other than some nice places to sit and a convenient place to stop before you go through the lock or before you go down the 100 foot onto King's Lynn and maybe out to the wash. As you can see and probably hear in the background, there's a little bit of road noise when you're here at the lock. It's not too bad, and it only really occurs during peak times. But let's have a walk up to the lock house and go and see how they put you through the lock and the sort of expertise that's needed. Got a little bit of history around this particular site. This building hasn't been here so long, probably the last 20 years. I think about 2007 it was put up. But before that, there's been something in this location to help people go from the River Great Ouse to the Old West for nearly 100 years. Not as sophisticated as what we see today, with the hydraulic rams, the hydraulic gates and the hydraulic slackers, and the knowledge that goes into it, I'm sure that has been acquired over that time. We'll have a look and see if we can get into the control room, get a behind the scenes look at what actually goes on and you're putting your boat through this lock.
Underneath the sky, summer nights and days, in so many ways. Waves are calling now, stand beneath our feet, find the way somehow, heartbeats in the heat. Oh, we're flying high, underneath the sky.
So I've been allowed inside the building to see how the lock control actually works, and the guys here have explained to me how this does work. Now essentially this is the internal workings of that lock out there, and these controls are replicated on the wing stations, one at this end and one at the far end. It's fairly simple. On the desk you have the heights of the water for the upstream side and the heights of the water on the downstream side. Now at the moment they are a little high on the upstream side because we've got flood waters. The tide is actually on its way out as we speak, but this board shows exactly the state of the lock at any one given time, and as I said, the guys from in here can control everything that goes on outside. We're going to have a look at the wing stations now as well, because I know they do like to be outside so they can see us and make sure they're keeping an eye on us and keep us safe when we're going through the lock. Unfortunately, the guys here at the EA are a little bit busy today. There are survey teams all over, and the nature of the work that they carry out in the off seasons has taken precedent from one of the guys being able to be on camera. However, they have given me permission to look inside this box, which is what controls the lock. Of course, we only ever see a friendly face peering over the top to us to see if we're okay. Let's see how this works. So the guys have opened up this wing station for me, and this is replicated down the other end of the lock. But essentially this is what you would see on our normal lock gates. You have your slacker control, you have your door control. This will not work unless it's turned on at the desk side there. But like I say, essentially this is exactly the same, but it's hydraulic and electronic. So all we see is a friendly face peering over the top. All the hard work's being done here, and the expertise of these guys knowing exactly what they're doing.
Thank you.
So this is the landing stage on the old west side of the lock. As you can see, very similar to the side that is the River Ouse. The only difference is this is a fixed landing pontoon, whereas the other one is floated due to those river levels that go up and down. But it has posts at various intervals, it's very easy to tie up, and the sidings are made from a plastic material so it won't damage the boat. Now, if you continue along down this part of the river of the Old West, eventually you'll get to where three rivers meet, and that's where the Ouse, the Old West and the River Cam come together at the Fish and Duck. From there you can get on to Ely, even down to Denver, possibly out through Denver Sluice Complex to Kings Lynn, possibly out to the Wash. Now obviously, as you approach the lock complex here, you're waiting for those traffic lights to give you the green to go. The lock keeper will beckon you in, and you will actually see these gates open just here. These are the opening times, and of course if you need any advice, just feel free to give the lock keepers a call and they will be happy to help. So some of the facilities that are actually here, I've just found out from the guys, is they do have a shower and a toilet that is available for navigators to use. Just ask the guys for the keys, they'll let you in and you can use them. Well, I've had a good look around the site and to see what facilities are here, and my thanks to the EA for giving me unprecedented access to the site that is Hermitage Lock. Again, thank you for their knowledge and keeping us safe when they're putting us through the lock during those seasons that we're using the boat. Anyway, as usual, if you like what you see, please comment below. We would love to hear from you. Subscribe button is over here in the corner. We'll see you guys next time.